Like, I would never record my mental breakdowns because I was always afraid of, like, screwing it up. But I always improvise. I'm never stop talking. Sometimes I just never stop talking. Like, I live like Zero Punctuation does. Zero Punctuation lives on the edge of consciousness, and he says whatever comes to mind whenever it comes to mind, and he just writes it out and he shits it out. And that's fine. That's fine for whatever. Like, I can live like Zero Punctuation. If you want me to ramble on the porch like Zero Punctuation hive mind universe, I'm ready for it. Like, if you're ready for Off to the Races, I'm ready to narrate all of Off to the Races. Like, I'm ready for this vlog to be me narrating Off to the Races, because I can do this for free. Like, Off to the Races, that's what I tell myself happens when I come up with a solid plan and follow through with it. The book is a result of me settling down and following through with one such plan. To write a book, it wasn't an easy decision. I would rather narrate it or have someone else do it. If someone else could finish this book, I'll tell them to do it, take 10% of the credit, and be off to the races. That's all I talk about all day. That's what I do all day. It's hard work. It's hard labor. It's the hardest labor that I've ever had to do. I've had to become Bob Doyley. I had to become the legend that I am. And I'm a legend in my head because I'm not a legend for real. But I'm a legend for real if I wish really hard. That's what alchemy teaches. If you just wish really, 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 really hard, it just comes true. And if it doesn't come true, then you've been wishing for too long. Stop wishing and go wish and do something else. That's how easy life is. If it's not working out, you can try. And if you can't try, then give up already. Like, it's that easy. Like, I would just walk around in a debate with myself constantly because I would wonder if people got it. And you're supposed to just get it. You're supposed to get it and be swifty with it. And if you're not swifty with it, then you're not with it. Because if you don't know what I'm saying now, if you don't know how I'm praying now, if you don't know how I reach and teach all the kids and all in the bleach, it's like, that's how you're supposed to do. You're supposed to improvise. If you can improvise well, then you're riding on team instinct. And then depending on how fast you got that lesson, you're either team valor or team mystic. But like, you're supposed to figure it out as you go along. Like, we already live in a Pokemon world. We have a world where you can predict Pokemon and invest in Pokemon and just like live out Pokemon for the rest of your life and just like work for the Pokemon company, and you could just like live in the Pokemon world, and you have like games that tell your kids your religion, and you have everything that you ever wanted. We have everything that we've ever wanted in this world, and we're still not happy, like collectively as a species. And we also attach like buttons with nukes on it to monkeys, and it's like, would we do that in the Pokemon world? Would we say that like you deserve a nuke? And we would do that in the Pokemon world. We give children nukes. So if we were ready to give Donald Trump a nuke, then we should give a child a nuke. But that's how easy life is to talk about. And I could talk about it all day long on the porch. Like, all I do is walk around and I talk all day because I just got so much restless energy because I transmuted myself into an alchemist. And I said that in my book. I wrote 3 books already. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm working entirely too hard for no pay. And it's like, if you're working entirely too hard for no pay, then you need to demonstrate your talent. You got to make that bed explode, boy. And I would be like doing that, as I would be like praising the angels of Tenacious D and Serge Tankian and all the artists that inspire me to take 9 and really live it and really be a witness to it and be a living witness to it and be all kind of blue it, like, and then I would just stumble and mumble until I got to where I was going, and then that's how you get to where you're going. It's like, I could preach like Alan Watts does, but I don't know how Alan Watts preaches. I don't know if he ever stops for breath. I stop for breath all the time. I stopped for breath and I stopped recording for it. Like, if I want to do it in this style, I can, and if I want to do it in another style, I can. But this is annoying, isn't it? Like, everything's annoying. Everything's annoying to me. Everything's annoying to the entire world. Everything annoys everyone else, and everyone, that's all they talk about. They're annoyed by this generation or that generation. And no one's asking the big question. What if we're all dumb? What if we're supposed to be immortal by now and we're not living in the past? I believe books are computers, supercomputers, beyond the spawns of space and time, blah, 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 whatever I believe, because I'm supposed to be pronouncing it all day long. What are people telling me? People are giving me bad advice all day long, and I'm an alchemist. I can tell bullshit from bullshit because bullshit is contingent on consumption of bullshit. I wrote it down in my book. I took good notes. I took really good notes. For the love of God, someone buy my book.